Hello guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the vlog. We are back again with me RIZKY from 1B class in English literature majoring. So today I'm going to do the project for the pronunciation drill subject, the first and semester test. Okay, so without any further ado, let's get started. The part 1, I'm going to read a story. So listen carefully. Baby Caterpillar was tired. All summer long, she had been traveling slowly through the green world where she lived, and feeding on the green leaves that grew near her home. Now, autumn had come and Mother Nature had given a holiday to the leaves, who put on their new dresses of red and gold and played tag with the breezes. Baby Caterpillar wanted to play too, but could not run so fast as the happy little leaves, and she grew very tired and thought she would take a nap. So she found a cozy place among the branches of a grapevine and made herself a soft, silky blanket. Then she rolled herself away within it, and then in her queer little cradle went to sleep. One night, late in fall, Jack Frost came over the hill. He spied the cradle swinging to and fro, and began to play roughly with it, for he is roguish little fellow and touches everything that comes in his way. But the warm blanket did hid the little sleeper so that Jack could not find her. By and by King Winter came, bringing beautiful snow blankets to Mother Nature's flower babies. He gently rocked the cradle as he passed and whispered, "Sleep, baby, sleep. You have no need of my blankets." At last, spring came with the sunbeams, the best and merriest of Mother Nature's helpers. They awoke the flowers from their long winter nap and called to the birds and the brooks to begin their songs. When they came to the little brown cradle, they stopped to rest, and Baby Caterpillar began to get very warm under the thick blanket. She woke up and stretched herself, and her cradle broke, and she came out to greet the spring. But what a change! Instead of the old dingy dress that she went to sleep in, she now had a beautiful yellow one, and instead of crawling among the leaves, she flew up and away into the sweet spring air to play with the sunbeams and flowers, and the little children called her Butterfly. Okay, that's the story for the part 1, and then continue to the part 2 and the last part. I'm going to read some Twister's tongue. I'm going to read it 3 times. The first one is slow mode, the second is normal mode, and the last is fast mode. So just like in the midterm project. Okay, number 1, slow mode. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? He would chuck he wood as much as he could, and chuck as much wood as a woodchuck would if a woodchuck could chuck wood. Okay, and the normal mode. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? He would chuck he would as much as he could, and chuck as much wood as a woodchuck would if a woodchuck could chuck wood. Okay, and then the first one. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? He would chuck he would as much as he could, and chuck as much wood as a woodchuck would if a woodchuck could chuck wood. Okay, so number 2, let's move on. Slow mode. Can you can a can into an can like a canner can a can into an can. Okay. Normal mode. Can you can a can into an can like a canner can a can into an can. Okay. The fast mode. Can you can a can into an can like a canner can a can into an can. Okay. That's hard for me. So my apologies if some of you didn't understand what am I trying to say. I mean, like, this is hard. Number 3, slow mode. Silly, Sally, swiftly, shoot 7 silly sheep. The 7 silly sheep, silly Sally, shoot. Shilly, Charlie, south. These sheep shouldn't sleep in a shack. Sheep should sleep in a shed. Okay, normal mode. Silly, Sally, swiftly shoot 7 silly sheep. The 7 silly sheep, silly Sally, shoot. Silly, Charlie, south. These sheep shouldn't sleep in a shack. Sheep should sleep in a shed. Okay, the fast. Silly Sally swiftly shoot 7 silly sheep. The 7 silly sheep, silly Sally shoot. Shirley soft. These sheep shouldn't sleep in a shack. Sheep should sleep in a shed. Okay, let's move on. Number 4. Slow. All I want is a proper cup of coffee made in the proper copper coffee pot. I may be off my dot, but I want a cup of coffee from a proper coffee pot. Okay, that's the easiest part, I think, so far. Okay, let's do the normal. All I want is a proper cup of coffee made in proper copper coffee pot. I may be off my dot, but I want a cup of coffee from a proper coffee pot. Okay, let's try the fast. All I want is a proper cup of coffee made in a proper copper coffee pot. I may be off my dot, but I want a cup of coffee from a proper coffee pot. Okay, so the last but not least, number 5. Amidst the mist and coldest frost, with stoutest wrist and loudest boast, he thrusts his fist against the post and still insists he sees the ghost. Let's do that was the slow and then normal. Amidst the mist and coldest frost, with stoutest wrist and loudest boast, he thrusts his fist against the post and still insists he sees the ghost. Let's try the first one. Amidst the mist and coldest frost, with stoutest wrist and loudest boast, he thrusts his fist against the post and still insists he sees the ghost. Okay, so those are my project for the pronunciation drill test. I hope you guys enjoy. Thank you so much for watching. I'm so sorry for the mispronunciation, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace from me. Bye. Thank you so much for watching.